Hello, lovely beings. Today I wanted to share with you a very simple yet very powerful, magical even tool to for claiming who you truly are, who and what you truly are. You know, most of my life I struggled with very low self-esteem. It's full of guilt and shame and unworthiness. I just never felt good enough for anything, and I had reversed into myself completely. I had made myself invisible, just silenced my voice, and I existed in the illusion that I was nothing and not worthy of anything. I had no sense of self, and I had rendered myself completely powerless. And about 3 years ago, in a very dark moment of the soul, I basically took over a park bench for months, and I just sat and observed the trees and allowed myself to be nurtured by nature. And just one seemingly very normal morning, I just suddenly jumped up from my bench, feet on the ground, and I just shouted, I am, I exist, and I have the divine right to be here. And it was in that moment I just had an enormous shift. I suddenly felt myself. I just had this very strange sensation, and as if everything within me just suddenly went into the right place. It just all went back into place, and from that moment my life completely changed. Not all at once, but one day at a time, it just magically changed. And I began to have self-confidence. I began to talk. I began to say what I thought, speak about my beliefs, which was a miracle. And I want to share this with you today. You know, we are divine beings that have come down to this earth in this body in order to experience our divinity, to expand our consciousness ever more, because this is the purpose of life. You know, it's a constant expansion of consciousness, a constant reaching upwards and downwards and outwards and inwards towards experiencing oneness. But we cannot experience oneness without a form. You cannot experience yourself without a form. You can never know who you are if you do not have a form that you have identified. You know, we become constructs of others, you know, of our family, of our siblings, of our teachers, of education, of religion, of our culture, of our environment. You know, we just don't know who we are. And now it's time to claim. It's time to identify ourselves, create healthy boundaries of love and compassion within us, that when we are full, we are able to share out to others. And once we claim the form, then we begin to know ourselves more, and we can expand the boundaries. And then we claim ourselves again, we know ourselves more, and we expand the boundaries. It's a continuous expansion of self-awareness, of self-knowledge. So now it's time to claim your form. And this form is very simple, as anything connected to being is. It's only things that are connected to the intellect that need to be complicated. So, as I said before, the formula is I am, I exist, and I have the divine right to be here. Now, I am is your divinity. It is pure consciousness before form. It is your life force. It is your uniqueness. It is your individuality. It is formless. It is infinite. It is timeless. I exist is your humanity, and this is based in time and form and has its limitations. Now, when you say these words with conviction and determination, your divinity and your humanity are aligned, and you raise your vibration. Your sacred masculine and your sacred feminine just embrace each other, and they work together in harmony. You know you are a powerful being, and you do not have to justify yourself with anybody. You do not have to fit into other people's boxes or give your power away in order to be accepted or loved or feel worthy. You don't have to defend yourself or prove yourself to anybody. You don't have to limit yourself at all. You are whole and perfect and complete in your true self. So you stand up straight. You stand up very, very straight with your feet on the floor, with every part of your foot firmly on the ground, because you are claiming your space. You are claiming your ground. So put your feet very firmly and flat on the ground. Now get very centered, not forward or backwards or right or left, very centered, very aligned. And say, I am, I exist, and I have the divine right to be here. I am, I exist, I have the divine right to be here. And you can continue at the beginning, there a lot of resistance can come up. Ignore it. It's the head. Ignore it. Continue to do it. Do it with as much force as you can, as much anger, as much strength, as much determination as you can muster. Stamp your feet, jump up and down, claim yourself with all your power. Do it as often as you can. In that moment, do it as often as you feel like doing. And when you've finished, stand very still with your eyes closed and just experience the sensations, the life force that is flowing through your body. Just savor that. That is your power. That is your life force. And you have a container. And now it is your responsibility to identify yourselves. And I will do a video again, another one, to tell you how to do that. So, I would love to hear about your experience of claiming yourself. Please do share, and love and blessings to you all. Thank you very much.